And hello, everyone. This is Daniel with the Legacy of Daniel Show podcast. And I thank you for taking time to listen to this show, hear me speak. Today uh, is an episode on the Manifest Destiny series. And today we're talking about, the title of my notes here is Do Not Give Up, Walk Around Barriers, and do not participate in chaos, and seek the beautiful identity that is waiting, awaiting you in your destiny. So that's the title. A little bit of a little long, a little bit of a mouthful, a lot going on in that title, but I'm gonna go through it all in the next 10 to 15 minutes or so. And so first, do not give up. Uh, Giving up is not a good thing. If you find yourself at that point, um, it's not bad. It's not a dangerous thing. It doesn't mean you've lost. Sometimes we do need to retreat to a safe place. Sometimes we need to retreat to something that continues to nourish our identity, that nourishes our character, such as maybe a favorite movie, a book, a favorite place, a park, a food. All those things take a huge part in our identity and in our foundation, in our faith, and don't uh, don't count any of these simple things out. Even things from your childhood, a favorite activity, a board game, all those we have all those places in our memory, not just but because they are a piece of us. They are a living memory of us, and we need those. They are part of our faith, part of our foundation, our identity, our character, our life. They're part of our future, our present, and they are our past. Now, there are some bad things that need to be washed away, evil things, sicknesses, diseases that need to be washed away, and they'll be washed away with time. But if you're approaching uh, an area of, you feeling like you've been defeated, things not going right, business not going right, school, bad test grade, whatever it may be, um, just fall back on something that is there. I fall back on I have a favorite TV show, and I watch that quite often, and I find it, I guess comforting is the right word because I get to watch it in my own private time. It's my own safe place, and I get to sit down, enjoy, maybe eat, and it's my own little world. And there's nothing that can take it away from me, nothing that can bother me. I recoup and I re-strengthen, and then I go back out and um, you know whatever it is that you are working on. If you're in college, you just had a bad test grade, need to go and get back to studying a business. I'm starting this podcast, so I routinely am feeling the pressure of you know it's not going to work. I don't speak properly, all these things, and I just keep um, making sure I'm pushing forward, but I'm not pushing forward too much because I don't want to struggle. I don't want to give up energy to a barrier that just needs to be walked around. And so when I come to these barriers, I come to these points of vexation, I just sit back. I just let the passage of time just kind of come through. I find something to occupy my time. I sit and be still, and I just let time cleanse whatever needs to be cleansed, and my mind becomes cleared. And I seek understanding through the situation, and I try to acquire any wisdom through it so that if I come up to a barrier again, it doesn't bother me, and I grow stronger, I grow wiser, more competent, and these barriers just slowly just come down. And as they come down, you mature, your identity becomes stronger, your foundation becomes stronger, your faith becomes stronger, and you become more confident. And as all that happens, the things that you're working on in life will not so much be easier. You may find them to be easier, but what you have is you really just have understanding, and you have a clearer mind. And so now that you can solve problems and you can go forth without all the worry, which is a beautiful thing, which is what we need. And like I said, prior, walk around barriers. And so we walk around barriers by sometimes having to retreat back to our comfort zone, to a safe place, something that brings us comfort. And that is a beautiful thing. That's part of our foundation. It's part of our identity, and it's how we continuously mature and cultivate our identity. And as we do that, we have something that no one can take away from us. We have a foundation that can't be taken away. We have a foundation that only we can really sit in, and those who either want to be a partaker of our beautiful identity, foundation, faith, whatever you may want to call it, or those who we allow in. And allowing people in is a great thing, but also it's your choice ultimately who you want to allow into your comfort zone, into your safe place. And we all need our own little world, because if we don't have it, then these barriers become very very hard to walk around and very hard to bring down. So always have a comfort zone, a safe place, something that you can fall back on your own by yourself, or maybe with a couple close friends, and walk around barriers. Wait for the time to pass. You become enlightened, and the barrier comes down. It's really as simple as that. No struggle, no need to struggle, no need to argue with chaos or struggle with chaos, no need to really participate in any chaos, because it just leads to more chaos, more problems, more anger, more frustration. It leads to the eroding of your foundation, eroding of your identity, and once it begins eroding, there's no one that's going to help you bring it back. Because that is the whole goal of chaos, is to draw you off of your platform, out of your foundation, out of your identity, or your identity out of you, so that then you either end up struggling with chaos, which is a horrible thing because there are so many people out there that just profit from it, or you're caught up in a decision where either you are struggling with chaos to try to um, maybe keep a job, get through school, or whatever it is may be, or maybe you then have to decide, well, I don't want to struggle to go in this direction, so now I have to struggle to get out of the chaos, um, or you have a choice, and this is a tough choice, because you can then just decide to go back and reclaim your identity, go back and take back your treasure, your property, what was that which was stolen from you. And that is a hard, very hard decision, a hard thing to do, but it's ultimately a very beautiful thing. When you reclaim whatever was lost or stolen from you, is absolutely beautiful, because now you have learned so much. You basically went through the wilderness, you've came back out of the wilderness, and you've got your identity back, and along the way you've conquered many evils, walked around a lot of barriers, broke down a lot of walls, perhaps helped other people along the way through their journey. And now your foundation is that much stronger, you're that much wiser, that much more competent, and that much more of a pillar that can't be moved, can't be destroyed, and nothing can even dare to come against it anymore. So do not give up. Walk around barriers. Do not participate in chaos. And when you do these things, you are ultimately seeking the beautiful identity that is waiting you. Your identity, you can consider it, I kind of see it as a foundation. It's our character, our personality, things that we enjoy, hobbies that kind of nurture and enrich our mind, our creativity, that continuously kind of allow us to mature in our own direction into our own being that we wish to become. And it's an evolving process. It's not a stationary, it's not stagnant. It is a continuous evolving journey, really. And we have to fight and work for it and continue nurturing and cultivating all the way up to the very end of our time in this world, in this life, in this body, and continue working, continue working to the end of this life. And there's something that awaits us all on the other end. And if you continue working to really do everything you can to seek your beautiful identity that awaits you in your destiny, um, there's going to be a reward for you on the other side. Yes, there are ways that you have to do it. There are some rules, preferably, um, love, joy, hope, peace, comfort should all be a part of your foundation. Do not participate in chaos. That's a very dangerous thing. Do not worship chaos, and stay away from all evil, all wickedness, both in the mind, verbally. Speak in an edifying way. Your identity, your beautiful identity that awaits you, is a very beautiful thing, and it needs to begin being edified today with you, with how you speak, how you take care of yourselves, how you present yourself in the world, and how you go about even caring for others, making decisions. Do you want to live a materialistic world where you're purchasing expensive things out of your means and making it harder for you to take care of yourself and take care of others? That's a big dangerous step. It's also kind of a vain step. Putting yourself in a situation to be able to help others is not easy. It takes a lot of sacrifice and it takes a lot of energy and work, and it's something that nobody wants to do. But it is an ultimately extremely rewarding, extremely beautiful uh, journey. And the end is when you get to that point where you are in a position, whether it's just through information of starting a podcast such as I have, writing a book, becoming a doctor, whatever it may be, you're in a position now to help people, and you're committed to and dedicating it with love, joy, hope, peace, comfort, or even just being a parent, being a coach. Really emphasize that importance that you just can't be. Being is just not enough. Being has to evolve. It has to be continuous. There has to be an end goal. There has to be some sort of identity that is awaiting you in your ultimate destiny in this world waiting for you. And if you seek that, the journey, yes, starts out chaotic maybe, but if you stay away from it, if you seek peace, love, joy, and comfort, it just becomes it slowly unravels. The beauty of this identity seeking in destiny, it slowly becomes unraveled, and it just becomes more and more beautiful, word after word, day after day, wisdom after wisdom that you collect. So don't give up, walk around barriers, and do not participate in chaos, and seek the beautiful identity that is awaiting you in your destiny. Reach out, grab it, continue to grow up into it in this world and for the next, which is ultimately awaits us all. And that is, I think I have all to say in this podcast. So I'm hoping I was able to explain the title and get these words out of my mouth and off my tongue appropriately to make sense for everyone that listens to this. And I do hope that you take seriously your identity, that you take very seriously not yours but other people's identity, and don't bring chaos in other people's lives. Don't dismiss other people's opinions, ideologies, or what they're doing. Seek your own identity and let others be and you be. And that is really a very critical point to identity. Don't get caught up in other people's lives or opinions or whatever. Stay to your own religion, stay to your foundation, your own identity, culture it, nurture it on a daily basis, and continuously be seeking meaning and purpose in your identity, and your identity bringing meaning and purpose to you so that you can become a productive, competent member of society, fill a vocation, and ultimately do whatever it is that you truly want to do and what you believe you need to do, that ultimately will manifest your destiny, a beautiful destiny that hopefully is one that is filled with love, joy, hope, comfort, and peace, is extremely prosperous. There are many rewards and treasures waiting for you and also all the partakers who see the beauty in your journey and want to be followers of it. So I thank you for joining me today, and don't forget to check out the Manifest Journal on Amazon and follow along on the podcast.